Hello. Hi. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so annoying. I hate watching videos لأن الناس ما قاعد يطلعون الكاميرا بس I'm gonna be that person today لأن ما أعرف وين أركز. I'm gonna be like old YouTubers and vlogs اللي يطلعون هني بس I should be looking over there. So, hi. Welcome back to Sonia's personal space. Last week's episode was so cute. Everyone was so kind to my mom and kind of took comments, and she was so happy. So I was so excited. I was also nervous, and you're gonna meet someone from my family, and it's obviously very nervous. But I am so happy that you liked the episode. Everyone is asking what I bleeped out, but I cannot share, guys. What did I share? Ummi is unhinged and she is begging for me to unbleep it because she's like, عادي, but I cannot get cancelled. So I'm sorry. If you want to know, DM me, because I did answer a lot of people that DM'd me and they died. It's not that deep, بس يعني it's actually really funny. Anyway, today's episode is unplanned as per usual. I am burnt out. إذا ما تعرفون شنو burnt out, it means إنه وصلت I cannot breathe. I feel so stressed out all the time. I feel like I'm gaining weight even though I'm barely eating. I feel like I am so insecure in my head. I'm just so stressed out. And mentally, I just أحتاج أرتاح. And I think I'm just been I don't know how to explain it. أحس إن I just need some time to be mentally okay, and that's why I haven't been posting that much on TikTok, even though no one has asked about me on TikTok, which is weird. Yeah, I guess you guys don't care. Whatever. But yeah, I've just يعني أحس okay, I know the reason for it. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful إني قاعدة أسافر a lot. I'm seeing my family and I'm working and I'm able to provide for myself. بس ما تعرفون شلون it's getting to me, because now I don't even understand what a routine is, or يعني if I go to the gym for a week خلاص أهدى and then خلاص قاعدة أسافر and I eat anything that's in front of me, and then a week ما أكل شيء, and then I'm on a plane the next day. Like, it's just getting to me. This weekend رحت عمان for 24 hours and I came back. And now I'm in Dubai again. Finally. بس بسافر. This trip is going to be so fun. Because أول مرة في حياتي I'm going to do a solo trip. Yeah. Yeah. A solo trip. I cannot believe I'm going alone. Oh, I'm going to Barcelona. بروحي. Actually, I don't know if the بروح بروحي, because I'm asking my friends to come with me. And so far no one's coming. But I already booked. يعني I don't know how to explain, but like I keep saying the words I don't know how to explain and then go ahead and explain. I should change the phrase, but I don't know how to explain that. I have been I don't know how to explain it, but I was broke basically the past 2 years لأن I decided to move to Dubai and take the risk and do the whole journey by myself. So I did not enjoy, like I did not give myself space إني أرتاح وأسافر. I've just been يعني إذا قاعد أسافر حق أهلي وأساعد أهلي، ولا قاعد أسافر حق شغل. So ما قاعدة أرتاح. And I've been on that يعني on the go move for like 4 or 5 years الحين. And now لين everything is getting extremely stressful, like every aspect of my life is reaching a point where it's growing, which is amazing. بس أنا حين وصلت حدي like I'm so stressed out. Oh, I started the podcast, which is amazing. But also I'm doing all the editing, I'm doing all the posting, I'm doing everything. It is adding to the list of things that I have to do. But I'm so happy because this podcast is the best thing for me because I enjoy editing my own things. In the stressful world of it, at least I have something to do for myself. تعرفون? So yeah, I'm just ranting and complaining for no reason, which gets to my point. أنا قاعد أتحطم too much lately. Why قاعد أتحطم عن the way I look, the way I feel, the way I travel, the way whatever. Like, girl, shut up. Like, ولا حد يبي يعرف. You know what I mean? Like, أحس قاعد أضايق كل من دار مداري. أحس like I've become someone I don't want to be, and I need to just shut up and like heal the inner noise بروحي بدون ما أحط على أحد تاني. So that's why I'm traveling to Barcelona. I'm joking. I don't think traveling is gonna heal what I'm going through and my mental breakdowns, but I do think it's gonna be a good time to understand myself. لأن, oh my god, I'm just like ranting about my mental health. لأن I can't decide anything for myself, and this is a big problem. Like, ما أقدر أسوي anything without asking people like, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Like, I don't trust my gut feeling anymore, and this is a huge problem because the whole reason I'm where I'm at today is because I trust my gut feeling. Like, I trusted that I should move to Dubai. I trusted in I should do TikTok. I trusted my career path. But now I'm just like asking everyone for advice. Like, shasawi. Like, girl, shut up. Please decide for yourself. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be deciding things for myself. And that's why Barcelona is me deciding for myself. But حتى in booking, I'm like, شنو أسوي هاي ولا هاي؟ وين أروح؟ ما أعرف أسوي. Okay, enough. Exactly. So maybe now that I think about it, I think that the reason that led to me having this like اعتمد على ناس for their opinion is because of all the bad decisions that I made and my bad gut feeling. But I mean, looking back now, they're not really bad. Like, obviously, everything that I've done has led me to this place. But while doing them, like, actually, في أشياء اللي سويتها في حياتي غبية. Like, I don't know how to explain. Okay, I wrote down all the stories that I wanted to share today. Well, these are funny because I've never shared them on TikTok, and they're like, I was saying it to my friend the other day and I was like, wait, this is so insane that I did all of these things and it's a bit stupid. I don't know why I did them, whatever. Okay. And this whole episode is about me talking about the different jobs that I've done. Guys, well, people that know me, like I guess my best friends like always make fun of me because, or maybe they still think يعني they have this idea of me إن أنا كله أغلط أو أسوي شيء أو أحط روحي في مشاكل غبية. فأول قصة okay is I kind of touched on it in the last episode إن أنا درست في مانشستر. ولين كنت في Manchester, I was taking videos of my friends every single day and making edits and then posting them online. And they were so fun. يعني this is how I learned how to video edit, and like حتى في الجامعة my projects were like all about video editing. So I became a really good video editor. And then لين تخرجت من الجامعة I didn't know what to do. رحت البحرين and I was trying to get my singing career up وبديت أكتب أغاني, but in the meantime I was like, I need to have a job. Obviously توني تخرجت like لازم أشتغل. فاشتغلت في an agency in Bahrain. And if anyone from this agency is watching, please click out. اشتغلت in this agency and how can I say it? I don't want to like expose anyone, but this whole episode is going to be exposing people. Like تعرفون شنو a furry? تعرفون شنو a furry? Like they're this. Okay, I worked with a guy. Oh my god, I hope he doesn't see this. This is so bad. This whole podcast is about getting to know me, and I don't think I'll ever bump into him in my entire life. And I don't think anyone will know him. بس كنت أشتغل وياه, and we were in this agency together, and we were the only 2 video editors, like me and him. Okay, and in the beginning I was like, okay, he's just like this quirky guy, like ما كنت عارفة أي شيء عنه. And he would, like, whenever we would like film things together and edit them, whatever, I'm starting to realize he's like a bit different. Like, we don't share the same, like, I'd throw a joke وما يضحك, but then he'd throw a joke and then أنا ما بضحك. So like we weren't like we weren't funny together, you know what I mean? But we were nice to each other and it was fun. And then one day he was like, how come I don't follow you on Instagram? I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Why don't we follow each other on Instagram? We followed each other on Instagram. And I saw his page, وكان قدامي, and he was like, follow me. I go through his page. It's all like cosplay. And I'm not making fun of people that do cosplay, but I will make fun of people that do cosplay. ما أعرف شلون أشرح, but it was cringe. And it was like dramatic, like hair flipping. Like he had like this gray wig and like spiky hair, and he would act like something else, and he'd be like, "Kochiko," oh, like sounds like that. And yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, go through them, they're so cool." I was like, "Whoa, cool!" Like going through his videos and like, "Wow, you did this, whoa, crazy." And then he would tell me how much he put in effort on these costumes, which good for you. You put a lot of effort in, but yeah, that was my job in Bahrain. And I didn't mind it because I learned a lot. And people were nice, but I fell into a deep depression. And this depression is like, I think everyone goes through it. لين تتخرجون, and the uni life is like so not stressful. Like, يعني it's stressful when it comes to like يعني school work. But let's be honest, I was not doing any schoolwork. I loved uni because I didn't have anxiety or depression. Like, I was just waking up and like taking each day as is, and like I was happy in life. And then مرة واحدة تخرجت من الجامعة and I was severely depressed. Like, I was like, what is my life? Like, مثل ما أمي قالت in the last episode, like, I kept questioning, like, what am I doing in life? And I was, like, confused. Like, what am I doing in life? Like, شو قاعد أسوي? I don't know what I am, who I want to be. And it's, like, crazy because then you have to live for yourself. Like, الفلوس اللي قاعد أطلعها, I have to spend it on myself. And it was just, like, I now have to understand an adult, and that's why my album is called Adulting and Adapting اللي تبون تسمعونه. But yeah, that was crazy. And I fell into a deep depression. And ربعي اللي كانوا وياي في Manchester, like my best friends, all moved to Dubai because one of them was an architect and one of them was an interior designer. They both got jobs in Dubai in like these really nice agencies. وأنا ما كنت عارف شو أسوي. While I was in my office in Bahrain, I was just like scrolling, and then I see a lot of creatives in Dubai, and I'm like, whoa, they do their own thing. Like, there's musicians, there's video editors, there's camera people, and like أنا كنت أحب أصور وأedit. So I was like, I have a place in Dubai. I called my friend and I was like, can I please stay with you and just do freelance stuff in Dubai? And I quit my job in Bahrain. And it was so funny because if I'm not comfortable with you, I will never, I'm very shy. I'm so shy. Like everyone at work thought, and I'm just like this quiet girl. They're always like, ليش ما تتكلمين? I'm like, like I was so shy. So when I quit, I started going to Dubai and I started posting and like having a personality, and like it was so funny that they would reply to my stories and be like, what? How come we never see the Sonia? But it's like, girl, because you're a furry. I'm joking. Yeah. And then I moved to Dubai and I started doing freelance work. And أول مرة في حياتي I started doing that. Like I didn't know what it was. ما عرفت حتى شلون أشرح حق ناس what freelance was. Like ما عرفت شلون أشرح حق أمي إنه yeah, I'm just working and it's not a solid job and I don't know where my next income is going to be. Like that makes no sense to back then يعني. I started doing jobs وبديت أصور like كنت أصور events, كنت أصور like influencers, كنت أصور like I was the person behind the camera all the time, and it was fun and it was great. بس obviously لأن ما كنت أعيش في دبي كنت أعيش في دبي بس كنت أعيش في البحرين كذي, like it wasn't consistent. وكل يوم كنت أقول حق أمي like give me 2 months I'm like I'll be able to do it. And then رجعت البحرين and I was depressed. I was so depressed again, and it's like, what am I doing with my life? ومرة واحدة I get this call that I got a job, like an actual job, not a freelance job, a job to be the what is it? To be the marketing executive of a cafe. Okay? I'm not gonna say the name of this cafe because now it's like one of the top cafes in Dubai. But back then it was like a startup. And I was like, yes! And I packed my bags and I went to Dubai. I did not know what this job was gonna be. I thought that I was thriving in Dubai, so any job would be fine in Dubai. فوصلت, okay? They were like, okay, عندنا فرع في العين وفي أبو ظبي وفي الشارجة وفي خرفكان ولازم تروحين تصورين هالأماكن like every day in the week. I was like, okay, fine. I rented out a car. They were like, also you work 6 days a week, so you only have 1 day off. I was like, okay. And then they were like, you can't take the days off on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It has to be a different day. So I was like, oh, okay. At least I'm in Dubai, guys. And I moved to Dubai because I wanted a social life. Ooh, this was not the job for it, obviously. فلين بديت, oh my god, I'm remembering so much about this job. This podcast is gonna be long. Oh my god, okay. فلين بديت الشغل, okay, it was just me and an HR girl and a finance guy and a manager. That we were the only 4 people in the office, and then there's the kitchen, which is like the staff and everything. One day they were like the owner, okay, the owner talks to me on the daily. He's like, okay, روحي العين وصوري هالشيء. اروح العين اصور هاي. عقب يكلمني يقول لي انت في العين روحي الحين ابو ظبي وصوري هاي. and I'm like, okay, اروح ابو ظبي. and then يقول لي okay روحي خرفكان الحين. and I'm like, all in one day I'm just like driving. My whole day is just driving from place to place. واروح اصور and I edit it and I send it to him and he's like, ew, ugly, like shits on my work like crazy. And I'm like, you know what, it's fine, I'll do it the next day. And I actually could not balance my life and work. يعني أقوم من 6 a.m. أرجع البيت at like 11 at night, أنام, and then أرجع الشغل. Like it couldn't be anything. And even sometimes on that day off that I had, like that one day off, they tell me to come back. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like it was so bad. If I was depressed before, I was gonna with that job, okay? And then, okay, because I obviously didn't know how to work, they get me an intern, okay? he is so nice. He's just like this 18-year-old kid. بسميه Kevin. Okay, اسمه Kevin. Kevin was so nice. Like, miskeen, I would like cry at work and he'd be like, it's okay, don't worry. And I'm like, no, it's not mine. And he was just my savior. Okay, يوم من الأيام, because I wanted a social life so bad in Dubai, كنت ما أنام. Like, I think there was a week where I barely slept, like not at all. And I get a call and they're telling me روحي Abu Dhabi at 6 a.m. Okay, and I stayed up till 5 a.m. that night. And I was like, it's fine, I can do it. قاعد أشرب Red Bull. I go pick up Kevin. Okay, وإحنا قاعدين نسوق لأبو ظبي كذي, and we're talking. I'm like, and I get up and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm falling asleep while driving, like I can't do this. وأرجع أسوق وأنام. And Kevin's like, what do we do? Like, you're falling asleep. I'm like, Kevin, I'm gonna park for 15 minutes in the middle of the highway and I'm gonna sleep, and just wake me up in 15 minutes. And he's like, okay. And he was so nice about it. وهو ما يعرف يسوق, so we couldn't like shift. I park on the side ووديت كرسي ورا, جربت أنام, and من كثر ما كنت تعبانة and delusional قاعد أحلم إنه هو قاعد يضحكني, like قاعد يقول نكت. I started laughing like in my sleep. I was like like laughing, and I open my eyes and he's looking at me and I'm like looking at him and I'm like, oh my god, did I just dream that? Like, what? Looking back now, that was insane. Like, what was I doing? Like, driving, lack of sleep, وما كنت أتكلم, كنت أستحي, ما بقول لهم شيء. I would never complain about it, you know? And then I would reach the place, I would film it, I would edit it, I would send it to the owner. ويقول لي ew. I'm like, okay, شو أسوي? And then he would make me go again. أوصل دبي and I finished the edit وكل شيء يقول لي روحي مرة ثانية صوري. So this was my life for a good 6 to 8 months, I think. Okay? And there was this one time, okay, I was like, I have this cute idea. I'm gonna hold the coffee cup and take a picture. And I let Kevin take the picture and I edited it in such a nice way. Now looking back, it's the ugliest picture I've ever seen. But I put the cup and I'm taking a picture. And I sent it to him and I was like, great picture, whatever. He was like, ew. Ew. Why would you choose this man's hand to take a picture of? So this job was already like so hectic, because I have to get to the main point and why I quit the job. It wasn't because of all this mess and the depression that I was facing and all of that. It was because they hired a new manager, okay? This manager was the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. He told me to go take pictures of the staff, okay? And I was taking pictures of the staff for Eid. Like, we had like this Eid promotion. I went and I was taking pictures of the girls, whatever. And then I came back, sent him the video, and he was like, this is not nice. These girls look like prostitutes that I would find in this street. He sent me that message. And I just looked at it and I was like, why are you admitting to your actions, first of all? Second of all, these are the girls that you hired. These are your staff. Why are you calling them prostitutes? And then I see him at work, so I go to his office. I'm like, hey, like, weird that you would say that comment, whatever. And he was like, what is this? Like, they all look bad. Their clothes are so tight. But this is the outfit that you gave them, and you chose these. And then we just started arguing back and forth. And I was like, this is really strange for me to hear. So I went to HR. Yeah, I complained. And I went to her, because we were friends, yani. قلت لها, hey babe, like, this guy is yani not nice, and he's sexist and racist, because he said racist comments bad. And then she was like, oh, you know, maybe it's his language. And I'm like, babe, we speak the same language. Like قاعد نتكلم بالعربي. What do you mean? Like it's not his language. But I didn't confuse the language. And she was like, I don't know what I can do. And I'm like, babe, but you're HR. What do you mean you can't do anything? And that was when I was like, you know what? Why am I in this job? Of course. And then I go to his office. I was like, hey, I'm leaving. And here's my resignation. تعرفون شنو قال لي? He was like, of course you're a woman. You always have this like emotional issues. Of course you're gonna quit. I looked him in the eyes and I said, you know what? No, I'm not quitting because of that. I'm quitting because you are mean. And then مشيت وطلعت. And I stayed there for another month and we weren't talking to each other. And then I left. I got another job offer, best for completely half the price. And it was because they wanted me to like edit YouTube videos. So I was like 100%, even though that guys, I could not afford my rent with the salary that the other company gave me, but I was dumb and I was trusting my gut. So I went to this job and it was fun because I did nothing. Wallahi al-azim, I can't explain to you that I did no job. I was just socializing with everyone. It was just like the office was nice, the people were nice, and I was just having fun. And I didn't do one job or anything. That of course they fired me. They fired me before COVID. Yes. And then I had no money, no job, and Ukhti was giving birth in Boston. So I was like, I'm gonna go see her for a month. I went to see her for a month and I got stuck in Boston because of COVID. And because I got stuck, Dubai closed their borders, Bahrain I couldn't travel to, and I spent 9 months برا Dubai. And I had no job, so there was no reason for me to go back to Dubai, because what am I gonna do? Look for a job in COVID? Because obviously that's not gonna make sense. I stayed 9 months. Depression, but depression skinny. I miss it. Anyway, and then I get a call for a job, and it's a startup. I can't say much about this job because I'm actually terrified that they know about this podcast and they hear me say something. But I'm not going to say too much. But this job is probably the most traumatizing thing I've ever gone through in my entire life. Like, actually, أخاف أقول لكم السوالف because I'm actually traumatized. Like, it was weird. It was scary. I was working so much, and there were months where they would decide to not pay me. Like, basically, like, ما بندفع لك. Wallah, I wish I can share the stories from this place, but I'm actually scared. Like, I shake every time I think about it. I'm like, ugh, like I can't. I stayed there for 8 months, and basically 5 of those months I didn't get paid at all for no reason. And it was just because I can't even say why. Like, it was no reason. Like, basically بيقررونا, you know what, this month I don't feel like paying you. خلي أهلك يدفعون لك. أنتي سعودية لا. خلي أهلك يدفعون لك your rent. And I'm like, but I don't want them to pay for my rent because I'm working here. And they're like, well, let's see next month. Like, it was mental torture. حتى saying that information freaks me out because I'm scared that this person finds out. And yeah, as soon as I quit that job, كأنه I've had wings and I started to fly. And I was like, oh my God, I can do anything. And then I started freelancing. And I actually did well this time with freelancing. Like, I got jobs with Vogue and GQ, and I worked with famous influencers. And it was a good run. And I guess like I finally got my feet back into it. You know what I mean? And then I started TikTok. And TikTok was the best thing I've ever done in my life. Wallah, I loved it. It was like all the things that all the information اللي حصلت في حياتي, like the editing, the storytelling, the YouTube vlogs, the random things that would happen to me, like trusting the process and not trusting the process. It's like everything led to the line of doing story times on TikTok. And I was like, oh my god, this feels like me. And then حسيت ان I'm getting like, people are noticing my humor. And أضحك شيء في العالم is like within the first months where I was like getting viral, I did not have that many followers. I went and I did a video where I was like doing my makeup, and I'm like, you know, like, you just have to trust the process because life will come at you. Like, it was so cringe. Like, I was like thankful, and I was like, يعني شوفوا الحين, like, I'm really good and everything's fine, and you really need to just like trust life because like life will come at you. Girl, shut up. Like, you did not have followers, you did not have anyone following you, and I acted like I'm the biggest like star in the world. It was so funny. And now finally I feel like I actually feel like an adult, like I'm making money for myself and I can travel. أقدر أسافر على فلوسي, which is so weird for me because like أحس كنت أسافر و I get broke within like the first 2 days. وأوهق ربعي وأوهق أهلي. Now the fruit of my labor, what's the term, anyway, أقدر أحس بالشغل اللي سويته and all the hard work that I've done all these years, like actually تعبت, and I feel like I'm aging. Like, girl, was it worth it? I don't know. If life throws lemonades at you, make lemonade, guys. Trust me, the process is crazy. Okay, whatever. Before I end the episode, as usual, hyperfixations of the week. What are my hyperfixations this week? There's this girl on TikTok, نسيت اسمها الحين بس بحطها هني. I doom scroll her account. It's so funny. It's just like قاعدة ترقص. Well, you know me, I love a good dance. I don't know how her body moves like that. I'm trying my best to recreate how her body moves, but it's so funny. I am hyperfixated and I love her so much. Another hyperfixation, and this is very insane for me to say this story because it really ruined me. فاللي رحت عمان, I went for a fitting, okay? وخذوا قياسي وكل شيء. And this lady, the owner of the place, قاعد تسوي قياساتي وتطالعني وتقول لي ضعفي. قلت لها yeah, okay. قالت لي لا من صدقي ضعفي. قالت لي عندي عصير بيخليك تجوعين for a good month, okay? You're gonna lose 10 kgs in a month. اخذي وتعالي لي. And I was like, okay. Thank you. So yeah, that is my hyperfixation of forever because I will not stop thinking about that. And this girl really is gonna make me anorexic. So if you can't see me in the next episode, no, it's because of her. Anyway, I think that's the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching Sonia's Personal Space. Let me know your hyperfixations, and if you can subscribe, like, and comment down below. If anyone I mentioned in this video watches it, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just wanted to say a funny story, and I'm sorry. Bye.